Very good morning. This is Dr. Arya Aravindan, Professor in Civil Engineering Department. Today we will discuss the sustainable construction technology. So today we will discuss the topic 7, modular construction method for repetitive works. Modular construction is practically well suited for the repetitive works. It's a same or similar design or components are used across the multiple units or buildings. So this approach is capitalized on the efficiency of manufacturing intentional or closely related to the models in the control the environment and assembled on the site. So here now we will discuss about the construction method for common employed for repetitive work. First is the standardized models. So it is nothing but is the develop the set of the standardized model design. It can be replicated across the multiple projects. So these models it can be easily adjust to the accommodate different layout or function while maintain core design elements. So this approach is streamline the manufacturing process and ensure the consistency in quality. Next, kit of parts approach. So it create the kit of parts is consist the prefabricated components. It can be assembled in the various combinations. So these components it could be include the wall panel, floor system, roofing units and more. So by using the same component in the different configuration, you can achieve the repetitive construction with the degree of customization. Next, assembly line protection. So implement the assembly and the line protection is approached within the factory only. So this is involve the breaking down the construction process the sequential steps. It's allowing the each models to move the through the different workstations. So this method enhance the efficiency and the consistency in the manufacturing process. Next, mass customization. So while seamless contractory mass customization is involve the production standardized models with the ability to the incorporate the limit customization. So by offering the range of pre-approved option like finishes, colors and layout, you can create the individual client preference while maintain the production efficiency. Then lean manufacturing principle. Apply the lean manufacturing principle to modular construction for the repetitive works. So this involve the minimize the waste and the optimizing process and focusing of the continuous improvement. So by eliminating the insufficient, you can enhance the productivity and quality. Next, component modularization. So the breakdown each models into the smaller component so that it can be manufactured and assembled separately. So this method is particularly effective when certain components it can be repeated across the different models. Once the components are ready, it can be assembled into the complete models. Next, offsite storage. So to further streamline the process, considering the storing standardized or commonly use the models off site. So these allow you to quickly deploy these models when needed, or reducing the lead times and enhancing the project turnaround. Next, digital design automation. So utilize the building information modeling and other digital design tools to create the efficient and repeatable designs. So the automation it's very help to generate the accurate drawing, bills and material and manufacturing instruction of each models. Next, quality control and feedback loops. So in the implement rigorous quality control process to identify any issues early in the manufacturing process. So the feedback loop between the design, manufacturing and assembly, it can very help to continuously improve the models design and the constructions. Next is the project standardization. So the standard project requirements and specification and documents are across the multiple projects. So this is reduce the need for re-engineering and allowing for seamless integration of models unit into the different project. Next, prefabricated building system. So the prefabricated building systems to involve the manufacturing is the entire building sector or models in the factory. It is include the walls, floors, roof and mechanical systems. So these models are transported to the connections at the site and assembled. So this method is particularly very suitable for the repetitive construction projects like residential construction or hotels. Next, modular units for infrastructure. For infrastructure project like bridges, tunnels and pipeline and modular units can be used. So these modular components it's produce the off-site and then for transport and assemble at the construction site. This approach help to reduce the disruption to the transportation and minimize the impact on the environment. Next, container construction. So shipping container, it can be repurposed for various construction projects. They are readily available, stackable, and it provides the convenient solution for the project like temporary housing or pop-up retail spaces or disaster relief facilities. So the repetitive works, it can be benefit for the scalability of and it case the container constructions. Next, panelized system. So the panelized construction system, it involve the manufacturing wall panel or roof panel and other building components or factory. So these panels are designed to fit together as seamlessly on site and it making the construction faster and more efficient. So this method is commonly used in the residential construction. Next, prefabricated bathroom pods. So for project where bathroom are prepared throughout the building, such as the hotel or multi-family housing or prefabricated bathrooms pods can be used. So this is fully equipped and finish the pods for assembled and installed on the site. It's saving the time and ensuring the consistent quality. Next, 3D printing. So while they are not common as other modular method, 3D printing is gaining the traction in the constructions. So the large scale 3D printer, it can be create the modular building components such as walls and structural elements layer by layers. So this method can be highly efficient for the repetitive design. Next, modular data centers. In the realm, the information technology, the modular data center are becoming increasing the popular. So these pre-engineered and prefabricated data center, its model house server and cooling system and power distribution units. So it can be easily expanded and are duplicated for growing the IT needs. Next, precast concrete elements. For structures that it require the concrete component, its precast element, it can be manufactured off-site and transported to the construction site. So this method is often used for the repetitive elements like column, beam and panel in the commercial and industrial building. Now we will discuss the modular construction method commonly used for the repetitive works. So first, prefabricated walls panels. The prefabricated wall panel is manufactured by the factory and delivered to the construction sites. Next, modular units. Modular units are the prefabricated section in the building. It can stacked or connected to create the entire structures. So these units contain the room and bathroom and the entire living space. Next, prefab roof stress. Roof stress are essential component of the building structure. So the prefabricated roof structures are manufactured to precise the specification and it can be quality assembled in the on-site. Next, modular steel or concrete frame. So modular steel and concrete frame, it can be fabricated off-site and assembled in the on-site. Next, modular facade. So exterior facades, it can be prefabricated and assembled on site to improve the aesthetic and thermal performance of the building. Next, modular HVAC and electrical system. So prefabricated HVAC and electrical system, it can be installed as the modular units. It's to reduce the installation time and minimize the on-site disruption. Next, data center and server farm. So the data center and server farms are used modular construction to rapidly expand in their facility by adding the prefabricated server racked at the infrastructure. Next, bridge and infrastructure elements. So in civil engineering, modular construction is used for bridge, walkway and other infrastructure elements to reduce the traffic disruption during the construction. Next, benefit of modular construction method for the repetitive work. First, speed. So the modular construction, it can be significantly, it reduces the project timeline because much of the work is done in the controlled factory environment before being transported to the site. Next, quality control. Factory based construction is allowed for strict quality control and precision in the manufacturing. Next, cost efficiency. So it reduces the construction time and less wastage and low labor cost, and it's often the result the cost is savings. Next, sustainability. So the modular construction, it can produce the less waste and it is smaller environmental footprint than traditional construction method. Next, flexibility. So the modular is approach the adaptable to a wide range of the building types and the different sizes and reduce the on-site disruption. So a minimal on-site construction reduce the disruption to the surrounding area and the community. Thank you.